Hello everyone, this is David, the Chief Micropayments Scientist in RightMesh. In the previous video, we have shown you the micropayment channels can be created automatically that when a peer joins the RightMesh network. We have shown you also the Superpeer can close the payment channel and the tokens then can be transferred to each person. So in today's video, we will show that the micropayment channels can be closed on the app side through the UI, and you can see the balance in your micropayment channel. And when you close the micropayment channel, the balance of RightMesh token will be updated on the UI and also on the Cohen testnet as well. So this is the topology of today's demo. We also have a Superpeer in the middle, and we have the two gateway peers who have the internet access. This guy here, just playing the Bluetooth, is placed as the data buyer, and it is also the data source. We have a data seller here. It runs in two modes. One is the Wi-Fi, one is the Bluetooth. The Bluetooth link is communicated with the data buyer who does not have internet, and the Wi-Fi is communicated through the Superpeer, and then Superpeer using Wi-Fi connect to the destination. Later on, you will see that we have already this two payment channel created already. We have both the, from the Superpeer perspective, we have both the outgoing channel to the data seller. We have also the incoming payment channel from the data seller to the Superpeer. So the similar topology happens on the data destination side. Two payment channels have already been created between the Superpeer and the destination. But there is no payment channel between the data buyer and the Superpeer. The payment network is from the data buyer. It pays for the Superpeer, and the Superpeer eventually will pay the data buyer. During the demo, we will first launch these two apps. So you will see that from the Superpeer terminal, see both of the payment channels have been checked, and the balance will be updated on two apps. Then that we will launch this app. Because there is no payment channel yet, you will see on the terminal, the Superpeer will first create outgoing payment channel to the data buyer, and then data buyer will sign a transaction to create another payment channel from himself to the Superpeer. When every payment channel is ready, we will transfer a packet from the data source to the destination. When the acknowledgement of this data transfer has been received back on this data buyer side, the data source side, that we will see the payment channel balance update on the UI. Eventually that we will close the payment channel on both the data buyer side and the data seller side. From the UI, you will see that the balance in the payment channel will be transferred to the Superpeer from the data buyer, and also transferred from the Superpeer to the data buyer, to the data seller. So eventually the data seller can earn the RightMesh token by sharing the internet access to the person who do not have the internet access. Okay, so right now let's see the demo. Let's run the Superpeer. The Superpeer is ready. We have the Superpeer ID. We have a list of all the addresses we need to use in this demo. You will find those addresses just after in the comments part of the video. So we first, we have already the Superpeer running, and on the same computer we have Ethereum node running here. So this is the Ethereum node. We are using Cohen testnet in this demo. We have three phones. We have this phone placed as the data buyer. This one is the data seller. This one is the data destination. We have already the payment channels created from these two peers to the Superpeer, and also the payment channel from Superpeer to these peers created respectively. Because we do not have the full Ethereum node running on the cell phones, whenever I start this app here, it will just try to find the Superpeer in the same network, and then send out the get out query to the Superpeer. So on the Superpeer side, whenever a get or query is received, it will check the payment channel status. So you can see that the get or query is received, and it checked both the outgoing channel from the Superpeer to that remote peer, and also the check the incoming channel from that peer to the Superpeer. Both channels are available. And then the get or query response will be transmitted to that peer, means this peer here. So in that response, we also have the balances in terms of Ether and the RightMesh token. And right now we can see those balances on the UI. We have both the buy data type and the sell data type. Because we have the payment channel created for both the data buying and data selling, we can see that we can close the buyer channel and close the seller channel here. And even though this peer is the data seller, but we also created a payment channel from this peer to the Superpeer in case that this peer will become a data buyer sometimes later. On the sell data type, it earns 0 RightMesh token because we do not have any data packet forwarded by this peer right now. So we want to start this peer as well. This is the data destination peer. Still, it will just try to send the get or query information to the Superpeer. And then it also get the payment channel status for this peer and send the get or response to this peer. May take some time. Yes, you can see that this peer has found the other peer across the internet, and then means that this peer has found the Superpeer. At the same time, that we can see a get or query is received from this peer, and we have already created both the incoming channel and outgoing channel. So both channel information is sent back to this peer, and we can see the balances have been already updated on the UI. Both the closed buyer channel and closed seller channel are available on both the buy data type and the sell data type. So that we want to, before we launching this app here, we want to emphasize that this peer do not have the payment channel to the Superpeer and do not have the payment channel from the Superpeer. To show that, we can just search this the data source. This is the data buyer. Search this address in the Cohen testnet Etherscan. From this one, you can see that right now this peer has 13 tokens. And if we go on search the payment channel address, this is our payment channel address, and we have the read smart contract type. We can query if there are payment channels available for this peer between the Superpeer. This is the Superpeer address. We can just paste it here and say this is the source address. We can paste it here. So we can see there is no payment channel from Superpeer to the data buyer, and we do not have the payment channel from the data buyer to the Superpeer either, as you can see during the query. So let's just start the peer, start this app here. So it will create a payment channel from the Superpeer to the peer automatically, and this peer will sign a smart contract to create a payment channel from himself to the Superpeer as well. It's our Superpeer terminal. Then let's turn on this one. So whenever the Bluetooth is running, it will just try to find a nearby Bluetooth device in the RightMesh network. We get some time to be paired. Yeah, before this Bluetooth device found the Superpeer and get our accurate response, we do not have the balances of Ether and RightMesh. And for both the buy data type and sell data type, we do not have the closing channel buttons. Let's just try to restart the Bluetooth again. Yeah, so right now these two peers found each other on Bluetooth. This peer also found the remote peer crossing the internet. And then it may take some time that for this peer to locate where is the Superpeer it is. Just wait a second. So you can see that the get query is received from this Bluetooth peer crossing the internet. And then it checks if there is an outgoing channel from the Superpeer to that Bluetooth peer. The answer is no. So the Superpeer just submit the approve transaction and open channel transaction. Both transactions are mined, and it will just check if there is a payment channel from the Bluetooth peer to that Superpeer. The answer is no. So it will ask the the Bluetooth peer to sign a raw transaction and send that raw transaction to the Superpeer and get broadcasted and get mined. Then eventually the in channel from that the Bluetooth peer to the Superpeer is also created. So right now we go back to the dashboard, we can see the balances are updated, and the closed buyer channel and closed seller channel buttons are available on the UI. Right now everything is set up. We can just try to send a packet. So whenever I press this button, it will transmit one packet to this one and one packet to this one. And then when the data acknowledgement, data ACK, is received from the destination part, we also have the notification on the source. So we have received both notification of the successful delivery. Then let's go back to this type. We can see that we have this amount of token in the balance because we just saved 10 tokens inside channel. Whenever is the data transmitted through the gateway peer, the buyer need to spend some money in terms of RightMesh token. The packet size is 515 bytes, and the price of to transmit one byte is 1,000 RightMesh token in terms of weight, so 1,000 weight of RightMesh token. So it spends this 515,000 RightMesh token in terms of weight. If we go back to this type, we also have the same amount earned by this data seller. Before we continue, that just go back to the previous Ether scan. So we have this one is the data buyer's address. Let's just refresh this page. And then we can see because initially this guy has 13 token and 10 token has been used to deposit into payment channel. So this peer just have 3 tokens left. And if we just double check this payment channel is available, this is the data buyer's ID, this is the payment channel in the payment channel smart contract. So we can see there is 10 tokens deposit inside the payment channel. So we can try to transmit this packet again, so we can see the increase of the token spent and the token earned. So transmit the packet again. Also 2 packets transmitted to 2 destinations respectively. And then let's just wait a second to get the acknowledgement. The first acknowledgement received from this remote peer. The second acknowledgement received from the gateway peer. So if you go back to the match setting, so right now we have transmitted another 515 bytes. The balance spent is 1,030,000 weight of RightMesh. This one, the same amount has been earned by the date decider. So this is our UI of the Superpeer. We want to close the channel on the buyer's part. So when we close this channel, this amount, the current balance, which is the amount has not been spent by the data buyer, this amount will be added up to the that's 3 token in the of the peer's balance that we have seen the 3 token balance on the Cohen testnet ether scan. So this amount will add back to that part. So let's just try to close the buyer channel. The buyer will sign a transaction and send that one to the Superpeer. So you can see this raw transaction has been received by the Superpeer, and it will just close the payment channel. After the response is received back on the buyer's part, we have removed that close channel button because the channel has been closed. Go back to the dashboard. Initially, this guy have a 13 token, but right now, because it has spent 1,030,000 Wei, 1,030,000 Wei, so this is the updated balance. So if we go back to the ether scan, so we can just check the balance again. Oh, it's because it's just a fraction, very small fraction. Let's go back to the ERC20 token, and let's go to the read smart contract. This is the source ID, and we search this balance. So you see that this balance is exactly the same as we seen from the UI. So it's proof that we have closed the channel successfully, and the amount of token which has not been spent come back to the buyer's account. So then the seller can also close the channel to cash out this earned balance from the payment channel to the real account. So we can search this seller's address. So the buyer address right now has 6 tokens, right? So we can also see the balance of the seller is 6 tokens here. So let's try to close the seller channel. Let's just show you the terminal of Superpeer. You will see the output. Yeah, when I press this button, it just try to close the payment channel from the Superpeer to himself. And then whenever this transaction got mined, we do not have this close seller button, seller channel button anymore. And back to the dashboard, you can see this 1,030,000 Wei RightMesh token has been added onto this balance. If we go back to the ether scan, so that we can go to this also our token smart contract, then that we can paste the owner address. So you can see the exactly same amount token shown on the UI is listing here. It's the ether scan. It shows that our payment channel has been closed and the token has been transferred. So this is the end of the video. We can also paste the transaction numbers. This is the transaction ID of our this is transaction ID when we close the buyer's payment channel, and this is the transaction ID of our closing seller's channel. So I also paste these 2 addresses here. So you can search all of these addresses on the Cohen testnet ether scan to double check that the correctness of a transaction and the correct balance we show on the UI.